Sugar is a fine white powder. Let me say that a little louder. Sugar is a fine white powder. Let me say that a little louder. Sugar is a fine white powder, and just like crack and smack, it's all wrapped up in money and power. See, coke comes from leaves and opium from flowers, but the granddaddy of the fine white powders is made from beets and cane. People hear the word drugs, they usually think of gangs. They think of cold-blooded killers with Latin last names, selling PCP, LSD, and Mary Jane, and moving meth, ecstasy, and crack cocaine. People hear the word drugs. They think shackles, jails, and chains. They think suffering and pain. They think blood money, backstabbing, and innocents slain. But there is no such stigma attached to sugarcane. Yeah, there ain't no shame affixed to this fix, so even little kids get lit. They sit and take hits off of their pixie sticks getting ripped, and no one sees a problem with this, because this is a fix that we all crave. And we are not ashamed, although we know it was built on the backs of black slaves. So I tell y'all, sugar is a fine white powder, and I want it to ring in your brains a little bit louder. Because its story is the same as what's shot in the veins, a shot up the nose to get straight at the brain. I'm talking blood money, backstabbing, and innocents slain. I'm talking suffering and pain, shackles, jails, and chains, headless and dismembered remains, little women and children bagging up the product and counting out the change, and the killers deranged who ran the whole game and who teach kids to kill for material gain. And the saddest thing about it is all of these facts are already in your brain. They've just been sanitized like bloodstains wash down shower drains, so only the cold and boring facts remain. You all sat in little rows, frustrated but so well trained, and normalized this shit with the phrase triangle trade. Sugar for rum for slaves. Europeans ruled the waves and got money and power off of little grains of white powder. So I'm asking y'all, help me make this louder. Sugar is a fine white powder. Come on, y'all, louder. Sugar is a fine white powder. Come on, y'all, louder. Sugar is a fine white powder. Come on, y'all, louder.
Sugar is a fine white powder.
The foundation of our nation, the Independence Declaration, was signed by kingpins who ran drug plantations. So fast forward just a few generations to the days when radio stations still sing the praises of criminal organizations. But the biggest drug dealers are legally chartered corporations, and on both sides of the law, it's all about location, location, location. It doesn't matter if the battles are fought in courts over end caps instead of blocks, or if the people that pack the gats are called cops. It's still cash crops to define the line between the haves and the have-nots, and I think we're all just too high on sugar to call them crimes when they're committed by the criminal minds on top. So I came out to tell y'all that sugar is a fine white powder, and I'm asking you, spread the word, because knowledge is power. Thank you.